Hey y'all, my name's Angelica Rubio, State Representative for District 35, representing the city of Las Cruces, and this is just a brief legislative update. My apologies if I'm squinting, it's a little bright out here. I am currently on a break from the session. It's 6 o'clock or close to 6 o'clock on Friday night. The session ends tomorrow at noon, and I came to check out my dog Yoko, who's hiding over there somewhere. What can I say about this session that hasn't already been said, which is that all of my bills didn't quite make it as I had hoped. There was two housing bills that I had been pushing for. The source of income bill, which would have amended the Human Rights Act so that landlords couldn't discriminate against the way in which you would pay for your rent. And the second one was related to sealing eviction records so that it would give tenants an opportunity to start over in renting. And that was a really important bill. That one didn't get a hearing either. The other bill, as you all know, and I've been doing some work on trying to get hearings and supporting advocates, was House Bill 9, which would have really just ended our relationship with private prisons in the state, especially with the detention machine that has been evolving even heavier over the course of the last 2 months. I am leaving session feeling a little discouraged, but mostly angry, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know how to explain how frustrating it can be that we are living in a very uncertain world at the moment, especially for our immigrant families, tenants, communities of color who are essentially going to be left to fend for themselves under this administration. And I know that before the start of the session, we heard from leadership saying that New Mexico would protect its communities. And I can't say whether or not that will be certain, especially for immigrant families and communities of color. There will be a time over the course of the next week when I go home back to Cruces that I'll have an opportunity to really process all the things that went down, and I think that I'll have more of an opportunity to really see from a 50,000 foot view of what we accomplished and what we didn't. But I mean, to be pretty honest with you all, right now I feel pretty defeated, because I felt like a lot of the things that we were hoping to pass didn't. And I mean, and then there's some good things that actually did pass that I'm hopeful for. I think that what I'm going to be trying to reconcile over the course of the next couple weeks is that, much like what's happening at the national level, where you see a Democratic Party that is essentially really taking a closer look within itself on what role it plays in this new national political landscape. The same needs to be said with the Democratic Party here in New Mexico. We have to very much decide if we are the party of working families, a party of a growing base of important issues that we all care about, whether it's protecting our climate, providing incredible supports for workers, providing additional supports to families, or are we going to continue to bow down to corporate lobbyists and just fundraise for their interests and not the interests of working people. I think we are in the I think we're at the crossroads here in New Mexico, and I mean, I know where I stand. I know that I know what I care about, and I hope I've been very clear about what that's been to folks who are listening. I just don't think it's very clear for our party and the leaders within our party. And that will be a conversation that needs to happen in the next few months. But in the meantime, I will say that much like what's happening at the national level, there are we need to hold accountable a lot of the Democrats in this state who have turned a blind eye on our constituents, our communities, because they feel like they need to hold on to this very moderate stance. And that moderate stance it's never worked for us, and it never will. So with under 24 hours left in the session, y'all, it ends tomorrow at noon. I'm kind of where I'm at right now. I'm kind of feeling discouraged, but also know that once I get back home and I've processed the session, I'll have a better understanding of where we're at, and I'll continue to provide you all with my own analysis moving forward, for sure. So just because the session ends tomorrow doesn't mean the work ends. It'll continue. I might just take some time off for a few days, go ride my bike, cook some good food at my house. But by next week, I'll be ready to be out, and hope I'll find you all there in community. That's what's important, and I hope that you're finding it somewhere, and that you're taking care of yourself. See you soon.